Hey guys, so I know it's been a while, and I have been working on a lot of videos. I was just editing them all, but this one I'm gonna put up first because it's a fun one, I think. My YouTube friend that goes by the name Mr. Kpop, he tagged me with Kpop tag, and he makes videos about Kpop, more girl groups than boy groups, but yeah. So go check out his channel here. So there's 10 questions I have to answer. The first one is, what is the first K-pop song you ever heard? This was about 5 years ago. My friend was in the talent show and she was playing this song called Wedding Dress, but I'd never actually heard the original. The first song I ever heard was also a music video, and that was I'll Be There by Taeyang. Actually, the first time I watched it, I only noticed G-Dragon. Because I didn't know about Big Bang and only Youngbae, then when I was watching it, I didn't know G-Dragon was, you know, also a singer. I remember watching it and I was like, how is a background guy so good looking? Why would they do that? Why would they make the background guy more good looking than the singer himself? I just stared and stared and I was so confused, but yeah, then I was like, oh, okay then. And the first album I ever heard was Taeyang's Solar album. Like, it was a good album, but that song he made with Teddy really pushed me away. The song's called Move, and Teddy's part was all in English, so that's the only part I could understand, and that's the only part that's stuck. And if you hear the song, you'll know exactly what I mean. So I was like, okay. So my first impression on Teddy was actually like, I don't like Teddy. I really don't like Teddy because I just thought of him from that first song, which now I've grown to, you know, have some respect for him. Anyway, so that was the first song I ever heard. Wedding Dress / Only Look at Me. And number 2. What was the first K-pop group you liked and still do? Well, I think we know that already. Number 3, who is the first bias you've had in the K-pop industry? And to be honest, it was actually G-Dragon. First, it was because of his singing and his looks. I mean, he is stunning and his style is really unique and cool, which nowadays I'm actually questioning his fashion. It was first Ji-young, and because of those 2 reasons, but then I learned even more about him, that he can DJ, he produces a lot of the music, he writes a lot of the music, and the dances a lot. He takes part in like coming up with stuff too. He does a lot. He doesn't just do what the typical K-pop artist does. Yeah, he's a leader, and so he has leader responsibilities as well, but he does more than the average K-pop star. So my respect for him just was like, wow. And I researched about so much that, you know, he's went through and grown from and all this stuff, and it's crazy because he really does do a lot. But as last year came around, I didn't lose respect for him for what he did. Actually, I gained even more respect because of how he went about getting after it. Although I do feel really bad because his way of apologizing is just working really hard to produce even better music. So I think, you know, he's overworked himself extremely, which I wonder what his solo is going to be like. I really have no idea, because from the time the incident to now, he's been like extremely different. Like the clothes he's wearing, I don't know. He seems so different. It's not necessarily bad, but I think he's just working like way too hard. I think he should take a vacation. Anyways, now it's Daesung, because also he went through some stuff last year too, and so that drew me to looking into what the truth was to that incident, which led me to looking about a lot of stuff about Daesung. And so now, at this point, I've researched each member very thoroughly, and, you know, Daesung I really respect for so many reasons. Yes, he's not as extremely talented as Ji-young, or as good looking as Ji-young. I still find him really good looking. I like him because I have certain values in people, and like the values that I highly value, he has those values. So that's why it's Daesung now. Number 4, what is your favorite current K-pop boy band? We already know. It's always gonna be, it's never gonna change. Number 5, current favorite girl K-pop band. Something like that. I would have to say 2NE1, and I think also that will never change just because they are so different and they are so charismatic, and you know, but also they can be like beautiful too. They're beautiful and cool. Like I Love you really see their beauty, and then I Am the Best, you really see their like strong, like I'm the best. Number 6, current 3 favorite K-pop songs. That is extremely hard. Okay, Ego I really like, but I haven't been listening to it like a lot recently. Actually, recently I've been listening to anything. I just put it on shuffle. So yeah, because I don't like to repeat and then, you know, something gets boring. So Ego, I have to put it number 1 because it's amazing. Number 2, okay, I'm not gonna just stick to YG, so that's gonna be my only YG song. This is really hard. I'm gonna go with Block B's Wannabe. I really respect Block B. I like the K-pop, hip-hop kind of sound, and they really have that. They really incorporate hip-hop, and I miss hip-hop in the K-pop world, or Korean music world. Like, just hip-hop is so underrated now. And number 3, I have to pick hip-hop again because I've kind of been in a hip-hoppy mood recently. Epic High's Maze featuring Dumbfounded and MYK. Dumbfounded is a Korean rapper from the States. He can just spit out lyrics like that. Like, he's crazy. And in Maze, you know, usually, although he's extremely talented, his words I don't find very appealing, but in Maze, I really respect the lyrics. And he always writes his own, so that song's just amazing. And MYK is also amazing, and Epic High is also amazing, so yeah, I have to go with Epic High. And Epic High is K-pop to me. I don't know if you consider K-pop, but I think it is. Number 7, all-time favorite K-pop song. It's a tie. I honestly can't choose, and I know they're both fairly new. They're always gonna be my favorite, I know. So Fantastic Baby and I'm the Best. YG's best songs ever made. That's just, yeah. Number 8, 5 current biases. Big Bang, Daesung, 2NE1 Minzy, BAP's Zello, because he can rap extremely fast. I think in his lifetime he'll probably be as fast as a rapper as Outsider. Beast's Hyungsang, because he's really shy and it kind of bugs me, but he used to be with Big Bang, so I have a lot of respect for him. Although I wish he would have stayed a trainee in YG. But that was his choice, so I mean, Big Bang still respects him, so I'll still respect him too. And the 5th is Kevin from U-Kiss. I've seen him a couple times with Icha Kimchi, and I really like U-Kiss too. They have some amazing songs, and every song is not a disappointment, so it's good stuff. And Kevin is really a nice person too. So yeah, and his English is so perfect because he's been in the States. Number 9, who would you like as a K-pop boyfriend? I have to say Daesung because I think he would be perfect. The perfect husband, not just, you know, boyfriend. But that's a depressing thought, so I'm just going to answer that and move on. And the last one, what comes to mind when you hear the word K-pop? Big Bang. I'm extremely Big Bang biased, I'm sorry. They're just the most talented. I'm sorry. Or YG. Or Fantastic Baby. Or Haru Haru. Or SM is really evil to their people, even though they make good music. But they're so mean! I'm sorry. I like SM, but I don't like how they're run or their CEO. Like, he like hides like a little rat. And mistreats his people, and Papa YG is awesome. So, K-pop tag. I'm gonna tag Stephanie, who also has a K-pop channel too. So that's all. Bye bye.